Hi, I'm Dr. Kanika Tomalin, Deputy Mayor of the City of St. Petersburg. Welcome to Healthy St. Pete Test Kitchen. This is in support of one of our newest initiatives, Healthy St. Pete, where we'll be working very hard to help our city be as healthy as it can be. Today, I'm with two of my very good friends, Dianna Thomas and Katie Pemble, who are going to help us make a heart-healthy meal. So I'm so excited because I think that this will resonate with a lot of people. We're all working women who have to find time to take care of our families, but also make sure we're doing it in a healthy way and we're taking care of ourselves. So what are we going to make today? This is something anybody can do, right?
Anyone can do.
All right.
Easy recipe. These are broiled tuna steaks.
Okay.
And the recipe calls for main ingredients, and these are available on the website. We're going to combine the lemon juice into a small bowl and garlic. So this is where our flavor is coming from. It's not coming from salt or other seasonings. Onions, so green onions. Scoop those in.
And we're going to detail this recipe on our Healthy St. Pete website so our viewers at home can just watch what you're doing and get that recipe later at their convenience.
Wonderful. 3/4 of a teaspoon of paprika and the same 3/4 of a teaspoon of pepper. Now, I like pepper, so I might go a little heavy. But in general, this is going to give it the flavor. This is our marinade that we're putting together right here. And the marinade mixes, but then it stays on the tuna steaks for an hour. So we're going to put it in the bowl. And that 1 hour of marinade would require a little bit of turning. So you want to turn it around every 20 minutes or so. Really make sure that the tuna steaks are coated. I suspect at home you have a better bowl for this. But this is what we're going to do before we put them on the pan and we put them in the broiler.
Now, Katie, I've been fortunate to be at some dinner parties at your home. You're a great cook.
Thank you.
When you're having dinner parties, do you try to make sure you keep heart health at the top of mind when you're doing that as well, or is it just really something you do with your family?
You know, that's a great point. I think so often, probably about 15 or 16 years ago when I decided I was going to focus on heart health, it was mostly about the family and what I do at home and didn't pay as much attention about when you go out at night or entertain in your home. And that's changed dramatically for me.
We always feel so good when we leave your house, and it's really one of the best things we can do as a community is encourage each other to be our healthiest and be our best, and include that in a part of our friendship, don't you think?
I do. So these would go in the broiler for, and it really depends on how you like them. If you like them a little more rare, so 3 to 6 minutes, and someone else might like them a little more medium, myself, probably most of us here, more like 5 to 7 minutes under the broiler.
Well, let's get them in the oven.
Okay.
Should we?
So in addition to the tuna steaks, we also have some asparagus, so we're going to saute to give the plate some color.
All right,
maybe a little fiber.
So basically that's the target. We would have nice tuna steak, asparagus. Would anything else be on a plate? What's like an ideal plate? I noticed your portions were purposefully small.
Purposefully small. Ideally, we'd like to have around 3 ounces, sort of the size of a deck of cards for a protein serving, so that would be our tuna. And
Katie's going to flip the steaks for us, I think.
Wonderful. We're less concerned about the size of our portion on the asparagus because it essentially is a high fiber, healthy, low sodium food.
I can't wait to tell my kids they can't have enough asparagus.
You really cannot have enough asparagus.
All right.
But
they won't believe me.
That other third of your plate really would be what someone else would want. Traditionally, if you were at a restaurant, you would have a starch, maybe couscous, maybe quinoa, just something different to get a little more healthy flavor in there. But that's really what people like. Today we're doing this tuna steak and the asparagus.
Some of the things we really focused on with this meal is first and foremost portion control. An appropriate portion is about 3 to 4 ounces, and you know many times Americans are eating 6 ounces, if not more. Another thing that we really spent a lot of time as we seasoned both the meat and the vegetables, we avoided sodium. And that is one of the things that we're finding more and more is such a contributor to heart disease.
So this asparagus smells so delicious.
It smells wonderful.
I can't wait to dig in.
The olive oil.
So olive oil.
Intentionally using olive oil with this recipe, and we're intentionally using garlic powder.
Okay,
I'll open
tell
that
us
for you.
about that. So garlic powder as opposed to
garlic salt.
okay.
So in
That's
real
a-
life, most Americans have garlic salt in their kitchen.
Absolutely.
And they use it to
Yes.
make their garlic bread, and it's just what they pull from commonly.
But a garlic powder is
Garlic
going to be
powder.
healthier for us.
It's essentially the best product out there because it just avoids the sodium component, has the full flavor of the garlic, and it doesn't go bad like regular fresh garlic does.
That's a St. Pete,
And use
healthy
that.
St. Pete tip
Yes.
to remember.
So olive oil can be liberal, and it really is just the amount that you feel is appropriate for sauteing. You do want to coat it, and then the garlic powder can be as liberal or maybe conservative depending on what your flavor palette is.
Okay,
So how about it, girls?
go for
right.
it, all in.
We're all in. Okay.
It really looks and smells so good. So I always wonder when I'm making my asparagus if I am overcooking it. Like, what's the perfect texture for the asparagus? What's the target?
Ideally, it would be what they call al dente. There'd be a little bit of firmness to the bite,
Okay.
and you don't want it where it's limp and hanging off.
There we go.
Look at this.
Wonderful.
I got so
looks
excited.
Delicious.
I am a complete foodie. That is what I love to do most, is eat good food.
That smells wonderful.
It looks wonderful.
So are we gonna plate this up?
We're going to plate this up,
I'm gonna
and
give that to you.
okay. For the tuna steaks, we're going to add just a little bit of lemon zest.
Is that in the yellow bowl?
That's in the yellow bowl.
Perfect.
And honestly, a pinch goes a long way, but if you would be so kind and to
Happy
kind of
to.
help me out with that.
Do you like
So,
this?
Diana, would you get a steak per person, or would you maybe split this, one between 2 kids, or what would the right portion for this be for a family of 4?
The right portion for an adult would be around 3 ounces.
3 ounces, deck of cards.
So around the deck of cards. And you probably could take this one, and since we're all just beautiful little ladies here, we could probably split this one, and you and I could have this one, we could split this one, and you could have the other one, and keep it closer to that 3 ounce portion.
So what do you think about our kitchen, Diana?
I think the test kitchen is wonderful.
So we are in the Childs Park Recreation Test Kitchen. It's the only kitchen like this in our whole Parks and Rec system, and it's available to the citizens of our city so that they can come in and learn how to cook healthy. I'm so proud of it. I think it's one of the best things we can do as a city.
Well, I would love to have this kitchen.
Yes,
Believe
right?
me.
I know it. This is my dream kitchen, and I'm gonna get to cook in it all year long with
Wonderful.
great people just like you. So
thank
thank you guys so
you.
much for coming
Thank
today,
you.
and
Oh,
let's try
We
this.
will get our
All right,
forks.
We got
yes.
some forks here.
This right over here.
Oh my gosh, isn't this good,
Exquisite,
Katie?
delicious.
We're gonna make this
This
at
is my
home.
next dinner party.
Yeah, let's get together and do it. Let's do it, girl.
It's a deal.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, Diana, this
Enjoyed
is
it.
wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Kanika, thank you.
Well, we'll finish this later.
Absolutely.
I am incredibly grateful that the city of St. Petersburg has made heart health and healthy living a cornerstone and a key part of what we're all about.
When the mayor and I sit down and strategize about what it's going to take for us to truly be the city we envision, the city of opportunity, we know that it's about jobs and a great and thriving economy. We know it's about great housing and great schools. And we also know it's about health. It's about being as healthy as we can as a population.
The fact that this administration and the city of St. Petersburg has made it a priority is something that I think we will all benefit from and for which I am eternally grateful.